scoot over a little bit. Okay. I huff. Mostly he was courteous, formal, slightly stuffy, like he's old before his time. He doesn't talk like a man of 20-something. How old is he anyway? 27. Geez, Anna, I'm sorry. I should have briefed you, but I was in such a panic. Let me have the mini disc and I'll start transcribing the interview. You look better. Did you eat your soup? I asked, keen to change the subject. Yes, and it was delicious as usual. I'm feeling much better. She smiles at me in gratitude. I check my watch. I have to run. I could still make my shift at Clayton's. Anna, you'll be exhausted. I'll be fine. I'll see you later. Next page. I've worked at Clayton's since I started at WSU. It's the largest independent hardware store in the Portland area, and over the 4 years I've worked here, I've come to know a little bit about most everything we sell. Although, ironically, I'm crap at any do-it-yourself. I'll leave all that to my dad. I'm much more of a curl up with a book in a comfy chair by the fire kind of girl. I'm glad I can make my shift as it gives me something to focus on that isn't Christian Grey. We're busy. It's the start of the summer season and folks are redecorating their homes. Mrs. Clayton is pleased to see me. Anna, I thought you weren't going to make it today. My appointment didn't take as long as I thought. I can do a couple of hours. I'm real pleased to see you. She sends me to the storeroom to start restocking the shelves, and I'm soon absorbed in the task. When I arrive home later, Catherine is wearing headphones and working on her laptop. Her nose is still pink, but she has her teeth into a story, so she's concentrating and typing furiously. I'm thoroughly drained, exhausted by the long drive, the grueling interview, and by being rushed off. My next page. Feet at Clayton's. I slump on the couch thinking about the essay I have to finish and all the studying I haven't done today because I was holed up with him. You've got some good stuff here, Anna. Well done. I can't believe you didn't take him up on his offer to show you around. He obviously wanted to spend more time with you. She gives me a fleeting quizzical look. I flush and my heart rate inexplicably increases. That wasn't the reason. Surely he just wanted to show me around so I could see he was lord of all he surveyed. I realize I'm biting my lip and I hope Kate doesn't notice, but she seems absorbed in her transcription. I hear that you mean about formal. Did you take any notes? She asked. No, I didn't. That's fine. I could still make a fine article with this. Shame we don't have some original stills. Good looking son of a bitch, isn't he? I flush. Next page. I suppose so. I try hard to sound disinterested, and I think I succeed. Oh, come on, Annie. Even you can't be immune to his looks. She arches a perfect eyebrow at me. Crap, I distract her with flattery. Always a good ploy. You probably would have got a lot more out of him. I doubt that, Anna. Come on. He practically offered you a job. Given that I foisted this on you at the last minute, you did very well. She glances up at me speculatively. I make a hasty retreat into the kitchen. So what did you really think of him? Damn, she's inquisitive. Why can't you just let this go? Think of something, quick. He's very driven, controlling, arrogant, scary really, but very charismatic. I can understand the fascination. I add truthfully as I peer around the door and hoping this will shut her up once and for all. You, fascinated by a man that's a first, she snorts. It's the next page. I start gathering the makings of a sandwich so she can't see my face. Why did you want to know if he was gay? Incidentally, that was the most embarrassing question. I was mortified, and he was pissed to be asked, too. Excuse me. I scowl at the memory. Whenever he's in the society pages, he never has a date. It was embarrassing. The whole thing was embarrassing. I'm glad I'll never have to lay eyes on him again. Oh, Anna, it couldn't have been that bad. I think he sounds quite taken with you. Taken with me? Now Kate's being ridiculous. Would you like a sandwich? Please. We talk no more of Christian Grey that evening, much to my relief. Once we've eaten, I'm able to sit at Next page. The dining table with Kate Ann. While she works on her article, I work on my essay on tests of the derivative. Damn, but that one was in the wrong place at the wrong time in the wrong century. By the time I finish, it's midnight, and Kate has long since gone to bed. I make my way to my room, exhausted, but pleased that I've accomplished so much for a Monday. I curl up in my white iron bed. Ah, I got one too, white iron. I think the idea is that we all kind of fantasize about these kind of things. Wrapping my mother's quilt around me. Close my eyes and I'm instantly asleep. That night I dream of dark places, bleak white cold floors, and gray eyes. For the rest of the week I throw myself into the studies and my job at Clayton's. Kate is busy too, compiling her last edition of her student magazine before she has to relinquish it to the new editor, while also cramming for her finals. By Wednesday she's much better, and I no longer have to endure the sight of her pink flannel with too many rabbits' PJs. I call my mom in Georgia to check on her, but also so she can wish me luck for my final exam. She proceeds to tell me about her latest venture into candle making. My mother is all about new business ventures. Fundamentally, she's bored and wants something to occupy her time, but she has the attention span of a goldfish. It'll be something new next week. She worries me. I hope she hasn't mortgaged the house to finance the latest scheme, and I hope that Bob, her relatively new but much older husband, is keeping an eye on her now that I'm no longer